The last question. I asked you to do this earlier, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed. What do you predict will happen next in the future? You know, it's like you see it before it happens.
Cathy White's killer is going to be unveiled.
Allegedly, the song Daughter on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter album.
I love that one.
It's potentially a murder confession about Jay-Z's mistress, Cathy White.
New shocking evidence has surfaced about Jay Z and Diddy being the masterminds behind Cathy White's tragic passing away. Allegedly, Cat was one of Jay Z's secret mistresses, and just when she was about to expose the truth to the world before she got mysteriously taken out. So, join me today as we dig deep and look into this whole drama and find out if Cathy paid the ultimate price to protect Jay's and Beyonce's image. Now, for a long time now, Diddy has been linked to a significant amount of questionable incidents, from Tupac says unaliving to Kim K's adult tape. Diddy's name keeps popping up in scandals and mysteries involving Hollywood celebs, and recently, his name was dragged into the whole Cathy White drama. For those of you who don't know, Cathy was a former publicist in the entertainment industry who passed away from a brain aneurysm on September 1st, 2011 at the age of 29. And if rumors are to be believed, she was Jay-Z's pregnant mistress. Now, this rumor shocked a lot of people, with many questioning why Jay-Z would cheat on Beyonce. You see, Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship seems like it came straight out of a fairy tale, but that's far from the truth. From the moment Jay got together with Beyonce, he's been accused of getting in bed with other women over the years. There have even been allegations about him having a secret son. And to most people, the mysterious disappearance of Cathy White is all the proof that some fans need. Y'all, Cathy met Jay-Z back in May 2009 at the MGM Hotel during a boxing match. Cathy wasn't exactly active on social media back then, but her friend Claudia did tweet about the trio being in Las Vegas that night. Now, after the match, Diddy and Jay threw a huge party club towel on the Las Vegas Strip. And guess who was spotted in the crowd? Cathy White. And this is where the rumors started. See, Cathy was spotted having the time of her life right next to Jay. Heck, in one picture, it almost seems like she's calling out Jay or the woman next to him. And, well, it seems like that night changed everything for Cathy, because the next year, the publicist was on Twitter updating fans about some major changes in her life, like moving to New York and landing this supposedly big deal that pushed her career to the next level. Mind you, New York's Jay's hometown, and the big deal that Cathy was talking about it. Well, as talented as she was, she wouldn't have gotten that with pulling some strings. Or to be more specific, getting someone like Jay to pull the strings for her. Unfortunately, before she could enjoy the good life to the fullest, her house of cards came tumbling down as reports started to emerge about her getting into bed with Jay. And, well, that brought her all kinds of negative PR. The person who revealed the rumors was Jackie Jasper, aka Sean Merrick, aka H-Bomb, on his blog Diary of a Hollywood Street King. Now, before Sean decided to put his English classes to good use, he was a rapper in the industry. However, he eventually fell off the wagon. Still, his short stint in the music industry proved that he had some connections to make the tea he was spilling credible. He reported about Charlie Sheen's HIV diagnosis a year before he came out. As for the Cathy and Jay affair, Jasper published a blog saying, "That's right, HSK has exclusively learned that Jay-Z has been smashing a woman behind Beyonce's back for longer than Jay and Beyonce have even been married." What's not so shocking is the fact that the woman who's been sleeping with Jay is a close friend of known homewrecker Claudia Jordan. We first told you about Claudia Jordan's frolicking with taken men earlier this year. Now, the saying birds of a feather flock together holds true. In this case, those birds are Cathy Coriana White and Claudia Jordan. As for who leaked the reports of the affair, well, it turned out to be none other than founder of Hollywood Unlocked, Jason Lee. And later on, even people from Jay's camp confirmed the reports. There were also allegations about Jay buying Cathy designer items and taking her out for gambling. The blog ended up gaining some major traction for leaking the story. Fans were hooked, but if there was one person who wasn't happy, it was Cathy. She apparently sent a message to the blog's owner saying, "Take me off your website, you and delete this story. I have reported you to Facebook as spam and as an infringement of my property." Unfortunately for Cathy, that didn't put an end to the gossip, and she didn't exactly make the right moves either. White deleted her social media, which raised all kinds of red flags in fans' eyes. As for Jay, well, He had to save his marriage, and it seems like the internet got swept up in that for the next year. Fast forward to 2011, and Cathy made her return to social media, only this time she kept her posts private. But Jackie Jasper wasn't planning to leave her alone. He made another blog post, this time saying, "So, JayZ's mistress, Cathy White, is now in NYC and has rebranded herself as a fitness expert. Of course, the product she is repping badly, Lychee Superfruit, is owned and operated by none other than Carl Ruderman, more well known for his mob connections and making his millions from 1-900 lines in High Society magazine, among other hardcore sites. His son is connected to the current Hollywood poker scandal. I wonder how she got her job." Now, there's never been any proof behind these allegations, but what we do know is that Jay lost his cool shortly after the blog was published. White was found unalive in her Manhattan apartment on September 2nd, 2011, and news about her passing made headlines. Fans everywhere were racking their brains to come up with a possible explanation. A lot of folks thought that JayZ was behind the hit. Now, you may feel like brushing all this under the rug since it's half speculation, but here's where things get disturbing. You see, a former journalist for Star magazine, Liz Crokin, was actually scheduled for an interview with Cathy. She was going to tell Liz all about her little affair. Liz was interested, but when she called back for a follow-up, she learned about Cathy's unfortunate demise. And guess what? She found it hard to wrap her head around the incident as well. Liz said, "I found it highly suspicious that seemingly healthy 28-year-old woman would drop dead from an aneurysm." She also said, "It would have been a PR nightmare for Beyonce and Jay-Z if Cathy had done a tell-all about the time they had crafted her over-the-top pregnancy announcement." Oh, and she didn't stop there. A while later, she even tweeted about asking the authorities to look into Cathy's passing with Jay as a suspect. She wrote, "It's only a matter of time before spirit cooking Jay-Z is exposed like Diddy. There's a reason Kanye said Jay's got murkers. I would know. He's evil to the core. I pray there will be justice for Cathy White one day." Now, there's one more person who has made it her personal mission to talk about Cathy's passing, apart from Liz, and that's Jaguar Wright. In fact, she said that after Diddy's arrest, it wouldn't take long for the truth to come out about her unfortunate passing.
Last question. I asked you to do this earlier, but I just want you to do it even more, go detailed. What do you predict will happen next in the future? You know, it's like you see it before it happens.
Cathy White's true is going to be unveiled, and it's not a man. And that woman died screaming.
And it seemed like the ladies were right to question Jay about Cathy's disappearance since Jackie Jasper struck again after the incident. He published a blog titled "The Truth Surrounding the Death of JayZ's Mistress, Cathy White." According to his blog post, Cathy did not pass away from a brain aneurysm as reported widely around the internet today. According to an NYPD detective who told me Cathy's cause of passing is uncertain, and later today we will have the autopsy and toxicology reports. As for how Jay might have been able to pull it off, well, he definitely had the connections. See, Jay's friends with two guys called DeHaven Irby and Emery Jones. These guys were on the hook for some crimes, and Jay's the one who offered them a way out by promising them employment after their jail sentence. FYI, they got caught for dealing illegal substances, and Jay wrote a letter to the judge saying that he'd be willing to hire them for a salary of $50,000 a year. And if you thought that was creepy, well, that's not even the half of it. Apparently, Bey had a hand in Cathy's passing as well, and the evidence is all there in Beyonce's song Daughter has the alleged confession from Beyonce for her hand in this whole drama. The lyrics say, "Your body laid out on these filthy floors, your blood stains on my custom coutures, bathroom attendant, let me write in, she was a big fan, I really tried to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude. Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do." That almost sounds like Bey's a murker scene. FYI, Jackie Jasper reported that one of Cathy's friends complained about her apartment being a mess. So maybe Bey's referring to Cathy's apartment when she said filthy floors. And it doesn't end there. See, the timeline is a bit off as well. Bey announced her pregnancy at the VMA Awards on August 28, 2011, and it was super iconic. But here's where things get creepy. Cathy passed away only 3 days later on September 1st, 2011, and Blue was born on January 7th, 2012. How does all of it tie up? Well, according to some people, Blue's actually White and Jay's kid, whom Bey welcomed into her home. It may sound wild, but folks think they got proof. Yes, Bey showed off her baby bump very publicly, but there's one video where her pregnant belly sort of disappears.
Now, even though we saw Beyonce's bump publicly, there's a video of Beyonce sitting down for an interview and her whole stomach just deflates in the video, and it's very weird.
This is crazy.
And that's not surprising, since back in 2011, there were a lot of rumors about Bey's pregnancy being fake and her using a surrogate. The rumor mill got so out of hand that Beyonce was forced to address it during her 2012 interview with People. She said, "That was crazy. It wasn't hurtful. It was just crazy. Where did they come up with this?" Anyways, what do y'all think about this whole mess? Could there be any truth to this, or is it all rumors?